It's like deja vu with extra beef.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transform Dreamwave Power of the Primes Abominus Upgrade Kit. So here we are. And there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right in front here, you just have a kind of schematic-y image there of what you get with the kit. Transform Dreamwave up top, bloody, 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 more bloody and bloody. On the back, obligatory product shots, all that things and stuff and things. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the upgrade kit for Power of the Primes Abominus. And yes, I know this has been out for a long time. I've been eyeballing it for a long time and finally decided to pull the trigger on it because it does look pretty interesting. So yeah, here is everything you get with the kit. Actually, there's some extra bits, but we'll show those off later. But yeah, this is everything you get with the kind of standard version of the kit, all of the accoutrement. You get some new feet, you get some new hands, you get some new thigh pieces, some new hips, some more, Abominus parts. You get a nice combined mode gun here. You get a nice new chest plate. And you get a new head as well. And we also get some shoulder pieces. All that good stuff going on. This is a back piece also. And yeah. So we'll get down to showing how all of this works. But first we have to do just a little bit of disassembly and reassembly. Now the only thing we have to do as far as disassembly is we have to take apart the existing head to put on the new head. So there's just a screw right back here. We just unscrew that. Real easy peasy like. Now I think, because this head was quite hard to take apart, I think they screwed it and glued it. They did the old screw and glue, you know. They all screw and glue. But, yeah, I think they also have the head glued together because this was a pain in the butt to get taken apart. And I also broke some pegs there. You can see some broken pegs. So I think they glued it as well as screwed it together. Again, the old screw and glue. But, yeah, once you take the existing head off, you just take the new head. And that just slides right onto little mushroom peg, just snaps in, and there you have the new head. And as you notice, he has a longer neck, but there's a reason for that, so don't judge it just yet. It has to be like that for a reason. Now, as far as the transformation goes, just so you guys know, when you're going back into robot mode or into beast mode, all that happens here is you're just going to take his little horns and just bring them down, and the head will collapse down like that, and then that will just, oh, you have to turn it around also, and the head just tucks right in there like it's supposed to. So that's all how that works for transformation. So there you have that. Now let's show off what all of this stuff can do outside of the combined mode. Most of this stuff can turn into weapons or shields of some kind. Now the main combined mode gun can split apart into 3 separate guns. So that's a gun right there. And you slide this off. Now you have that gun. And then you have this gun right here, which we can give to Hunger. You can have that. You can have the big gun. He gets the big gun because he's the leader. And you have 2 smaller guns there for your other robots to hold if you want. These pieces right here do have little flip down handles, so these can become handheld weapons as well, so you can do that. That's a thing you can do. These bits right here, I actually like what you can do with these is you can feed one through one side, and you can't do this with Hunger, unfortunately, because his forearms are too big to do this, but with the little guys you can just kind of feed this into one side and then feed this into the other one and have that going on. Hey, it's a thing. It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. Why not? Dare I say, why not? You have this piece as well, which has a little handle that you can flip down. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So again, that can become a handheld weapon if you want. What else? The combined mode hands can also transform into what? Into a gun. That's right. You can just open this up like so. Flip down the handle. The thumb will just turn around and tuck back. And then these sections here will just come back on a double hinge. And there you go. You literally have some handguns. So you can do that with the combined mode hands if you wish. It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. The feet can also break apart into things and stuff. Let me just open this up. And you can remove all of this. This can be held as a single gun if you want to, or you can break these apart like so. And these can also become separate weapons. This one does not want to come apart. How dare you? You work with me. You work with me. There we go. And as you can notice, they didn't paint. It's clear they painted this after they put it together instead of before, because you see some bare parts there that didn't get the paint. But, you know, it is what it is. But again, you get two guns here that you can use. One side's hollow, unfortunately, but you got two guns there, and you have another little gun there, which will definitely need to be touched up if you want to use that as a separate gun. But you have those as well. You can open this up like so, as the peg there, and you can use that as a shield. There's even a little spot for a faction symbol if you want. This piece here can flip around like that. And it has a little flip down peg also for reasons. I don't know, the instructions just show it plugged onto that like that. So I don't know, I could hold all that as a big shield or something. Hey, things you can do if you want to. And the big chest plate itself can also come apart. This bottom piece can come out. You have a little peg as well, so somebody can hold that as a little shield if you want. Actually, you can plug this into the side. Little side port there. Get in there. Get in there. Get. You get. You get. You get. Why don't you want to get? Why don't you want to get? Because I'm pushing against something that's on a hinge, so it wants to fight me. There we go. You have a little shield there. And I have hunger with this big shield if you want. Again, all things you can do if you want to do it. Now these pieces, which are hip pieces for combined mode, you can use these if you want to, because they're meant to just slide over the shoulders like that. So you can bulk up your shoulders if you want to. Make them look a little bit more armored. These pieces for the combined mode hips, you end up on his forearms in robot mode. So I guess you could, if you wanted to, kind of bulk up his forearms. You know, yeah, you could if you wanted to, but that seems like a bit too much. But, you know, hey, again, all things you can do if you want to do it. Now, as far as their beast modes go, the instructions don't say anything about storage for the beast modes, and my rule now is if they don't show it in the instructions, that means they don't care, and if they don't care, I don't care. So, I'm sure you could kludge all this stuff onto the beast modes in some way, shape, or form, but since they don't show it, I'm not going to venture a guess. I don't really care. This is meant for combined mode, so I'm going to use it for combined mode, but you guys can have fun with that. So let's get down to what this kit is really for, and that is the combined mode, so let's get down to it! Alright, so before we get down to installation and combination, there's a little bit of prep work we have to do with Abominus' torso here, because we have to transform it a bit differently now. So what we're going to do is untab the legs here and untab these sections, and now this is going to get rotated to the back. So it's going to angle back and then just come back right about here. We need to get the tail out of the way too. So just bring that back, and that'll sit back there. And same thing on the other side. Second vest, just like the first. Just bring it around, bring it back, and all that will just sit right back there, like that. And then these little legs just get brought back and just sit there like so. So now he is all ready to go. So now we bring in these pieces, which are going to be the new shoulder connectors. So these will just clip in right up here on either side. They just friction in, but they're going to be locked into place in a little bit. So once we have that going, we're going to bring in the new chest piece. So you just flip out these little side bits, and this section here will also come up, and you see two slots are for these two tabs right here. So we just get all this lined up, and all tabbed in to either side, and whoops. And again, all this is going to hold both shoulder pieces nice and secure once we get it all together. So there we go. So we got the new chest piece in. Oops. Bring your head up. There we go. Keep your head up. All right. So we got that going on. And now we bring in this section right here. And this gets oriented like so. And this is going to go over these two tabs back here. So we just line all this up. And just tab that in. Tab that in. Have to bring these legs down a little bit. Just so we have a little bit of clearance there. There we go. That just gets pushed in, and that just secures everything. Now that can just sit right back up where it was, and there you go. So they have all that going on there. So now we can move along to the lower part of the body. We have these little hip pieces here, which just slide right over the existing ones and just bulk things out a bit. So you have that. And now we bring in these sections here. So you just want to remove this section, or is it this one? I forget which one. Doesn't really matter either way. But actually no, we want to do it actually this way. Remove this side. And what's going to happen here is this is going to slide over this peg like so. Just get that slid on like that, and then oops, hey, and then this just tabs right into the other side like so, Glad this on all the way. It's just quite snug, I will say. This kit is quite snug. Sometimes it takes a little bit of doing just to get a little thing tabbed in, but it's doable. It's doable. I don't know why I'm going into an accent. I'm going to stop right now. There we go. So we got that in now. So now we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Just remove that one panel and just slide that on like so. And hopefully this one will be a little bit easier. This one will cooperate. We'll see what happens. Does it? Does it? Yes, it does. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So now he has his beefier hips, his beefier thighs. So we are now making the progress. So now we can do some combining. We can bring in our leg bots. We have the new feet here, and they will just peg on like so. They are a bit snug. Everything is very snug on this kit. Just get that on there. There we go. It's got a new big foot. We'll bring in Blot and plug on his new foot. One thing you do have to do with Blot is you need to unhook the section here and bring it down a little bit lower. You have to bring it down to about there, because otherwise things are not going to have clearance, and that will be bad. So you want to bring that down. So now we've done that, we can now form feet and legs like so. And once we have done that, we can bring in these bits right here, and these will just peg in right there. Just line it up and just push it in like so. Plug it in, plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Like so. And there you got that going on. So now we can move on to the upper body. And it's just a case of bringing in the new hands and plugging them in, and then just slide them down into their new ports like so, and like so. Get in there, get. There we go. And it just slides right down like that. And there you go. There you have the new upgraded Abominus. And it looks good. It definitely takes a not so great looking combiner and makes it look a lot better in my opinion. So yeah, I'm happy I finally pulled the trigger on this guy. Very cool. Very cool. So let's get in close here so we can take a look That's the new noggin here. That's it. Very nicely done. You got the gold there for the eyes. Pretty cool. We have the new chest piece. Yeah, some nice paintwork going on there. Got some like metallic paint going on in these sections. Looks pretty good. Got some new spiky hands. Got those new, more accurate, knee pieces there, which I like. And his big old feet. Oh, the big old feet. Articulation-wise, I mean, nothing has really changed too much. The head can rotate, look up and down. You still have your rotation. You do now have a butterfly joint there that can move forward and back. That pops off because that's something I need to talk about because something broke there. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But, yeah. You have some extra shoulder articulation there as far as the hands. Let's move on down. Of course, you have your wrist rotation, and you have some nice articulated hands now. You have the thumb on a ball joint at the base, hinge there and hinge there. And each finger has a hinge at the base, which can bend forward and can also splay out. So you can get some splay on them fingers. And you also have a hinge there and a hinge right there as well. So you get some nice posable fingers. And the feet, they can move up a bit, move down, they are on a ratchet, and you get some ankle tiltage, of course your rotation edge, and all of that good stuff. And of course we can give him his new gun. And you see there's a little groove right here in the palm of his hand, and that just slides right down into it, like that. Wrap his fingers around it. Use all them joints to your disposal. And there you go. Now we can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. And you got that going on right there. Now there are also some optional parts you can swap out if you want to. One being the little side chest pieces. And yeah, I broke something trying to do this. So the instructions tell you to just apply pressure straight down, and I did just that. I was as careful as I could be, and I still, you can kind of see, you can see it there. I snapped one of the pegs there, so now this doesn't hold on as securely as it once did. I mean, it still holds on just fine, but just, it comes off really easy now. So, yeah, but being as careful as you possibly can and hopefully not breaking anything, you pop the existing piece off and you just pop the new one on. Again, being very careful, so you can have either that look or a more spiky look. Totally up to you what you want to do there. You also get a set of optional horns. Swap those out too if you want. They're just pegged in to the side of his head there. You just unpeg it and then just slide on the new one. There you go. You can kind of see the difference in the style there. So, you can change his horns if you want to. And he does also have an optional angry face. Grrr. And honestly, swapping out the face is way more trouble than it's worth, really. It's kind of maximum effort for a minimal result, but it's just kind of a case of just kind of like tilting his chin up and then just kind of wiggling and waggling until it just kind of falls out, and like I said, it's not really. There we go. I think that's the easiest time I've had doing that. And then just slide the new face on, and again, just kind of wiggle and waggle, and just pray to whatever God you may believe in that it will just kind of go where it needs to go, which it is not. And oh, there we go. I think we get, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. And his horn came off. Pop that back on. But there you go. And once you do that, now he is angry. Grrr. Grrr. So there you have the upgrade for Abominus, and yeah, it's a pretty good kit. Unfortunately, it doesn't help with his stability, and that's not really the kit's fault. It's just the fault of the figures themselves because they don't have the best joints. So yeah, still getting him into a pose is a bit of an ordeal, but it's doable. But still, pretty good kit. The only thing I would say be careful with is those side chest panels. Just Exercise extreme caution if you want to swap those side panels out because you can break those little pegs. So just be very, very, very careful with those. That's the only thing that is a bit of a bummer. But otherwise, everything does work as it should. So, oh no, pretty good kit here. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Transform Dreamwave's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below so you can check that out. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transform Dreamwave upgrade kit for Power of the Primes Abominus. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.